This is Dr. Tondup, President, Ladakh Buddhist Association, that represents the people of Ladakh, in particular the Buddhist community of Ladakh. Ladakh is one of the divisions in Jammu Kashmir state, and it is being strategic locations which is bound by China, Tibet, POK, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and then of course southern part, the Himachal Pradesh. So given the topography, so Ladakh is very, peaceful, as well as, a very unique and endowed with, old genetic resources and indigenous resources which are very distinct from rest of the country. But in the recent past, especially in Zanskar area, we had some challenges, we had some threats. In 2001, Rangdung Gompa is one of the monasteries in Zanskar where three venerable monks were killed by these militants or the terrorists, coming across from the border, and so far no culprits have been brought to book. Likewise, in September 2012, the conversion, Buddhist conversion, namely 4 families of Buddhists have been embraced to Islam, under allurement on giving the, false promises, etc. And that was also very unfortunate. And no action has been taken by the state government. Again, it was a pre-planned and well-thought plant. Likewise, in July this year, on the 19th July, one Buddhist girl from Zanskar was abducted by one Sunni Muslim from that very region, Zanskar. And then on the persuasion, and of course FIR was also lodged, and the district administrator Kargill traced this girl on the 19th July, and then of course instead of handing over to her family members, she was kept under the police custody at Kargill. And initially, of course, the district administration asked her, the girl's relatives to come to Kargill and have, make all these statements, and thereafter, she could be taken over or just, of course, under law, whatever, they had in their mind. But on our persuasion, then, of course, we just requested the district administration to hand over the, immediately hand over the girl to her parents in Padum. So great persuasion, and then with the intervention of, the minister, so this girl was brought back to Zanskar Padum on 20th July. Again, instead of handing over the girl to her parents, this police have kept her under police custody, and then of course the resistance was shown, and then huge public was also there, but that was very intentional. So that's why the unruly incident had happened, where the curfew was claimed, and then firing was also several the firing was also of course took place there. And then later on the police have started the pelting stones at the mob, and of course in connivance with the police, the local youth, especially the of course local youth, the Muslim youth, and then some Kashmiri group of Kashmiris, who were also in, of course, reportedly in civilian dress, were also, joined with the armed force, police army force, and then they started ransacking, damaging all the properties, entered the shops, restaurants, houses, and they were very selective to target the Buddhist community, houses and all. So this all, just very unfortunate incident had happened. This all absolutely pre-planned and well thought, and then targeting our Buddhist community so that perhaps they took the support of anti-social elements from outside of Ladakh, and then perhaps I just I cannot I cannot wonder that why this has happened, and then perhaps they just want to wipe the Buddhist community out of our soil, like what happened in valley, the exodus of Hindus, exodus of Christians from the valley. That perhaps they had this intention. So this cannot happen, and of course now also we are very strong enough with the help of other the community like Sunni Muslims in Ladakh, and then Shia particularly in Kargil. We all are together, and we believe in coexistence, communal harmony, tranquility. But the section of this Sunni Muslim from Padum, they are just seeking support from the other sources, from perhaps from value. We fail to understand why this administration has not taken very seriously, and then action should have been taken against this culprit, but till date no action has been taken, and we wish that culprit should be brought to book. And also I just appeal one and all, especially in the country, or the every citizen of country, to just raise voice against these social elements, so that tranquility, peace should prevail everywhere. That's what I just wish. I fail to understand the army police, the JK army police, when they are just safeguarding the community, the people of Ladakh, or the people of whole country, when they themselves involved in such arson and ransackings, then to whom we have to believe, to whom just we have faith in us. That's very surprising. That is very surprising. And then I think every citizen should know about all this, barring all the politics, etc.